in this school should ever again be picked on, harassed, and bullied for any reason. We're going to have these bully-proof shirts and bully-proof dog tags available tonight. My man here really wants one in the yellow, so he's got that. The rapper, I'm going to introduce him real quick. His name is LG Wise. He was born of a 14-year-old mother in Brooklyn, New York. She gave him away and he was raised by a drug family. In that drug family was Christopher Wallace. He swam in Jay-Z's swimming pool. He's done music with Tupac's group, The Outlaws. He knows the real 50 Cent, not the fake rapper, the real 50 Cent. The real 50 Cent was murdered in Brooklyn, and that's who Wise was friends with. He'll talk about that tonight. And so Biggie and Wise end up in Rikers Island prison. Biggie's released and murdered. Wise gets out of Rikers, even though he's facing 25 to life, he gets out of Rikers Island prison. He flees to Florida, by you guys down here. He turns his life around. Biggie calls him before he dies and says, "Would you come out and do music with me, Wise?" And Wise said, "No. I don't do music like that. I do positive music for the kids." He's been doing it for 20 years. He's here today. I hope you make him really welcome. Give it up for LG Wise.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Come on, let's give it up for the best assembly and the #1 assembly in America. Phil Chalmers, come on. Just want to be able to celebrate a couple more people. Let's give it up for the teachers and the principals. Come on, let's give it up for them. Let's give it up for the law enforcement agency that helped us get here today. Come on, one more time. Now check this out right here. The reason why I say that is because of this right here. I say give it up for the principal and the teachers because, listen, so often they spend more time with us than even our parents. And it's not to knock the parents, I'm just saying that that's the way it is. And I tell you to give it up for yourself because let me tell you this right here, you got to be able to celebrate yourself. You got to love yourself. You got to value yourself. You're not going to always have cheerleaders in life, somebody there to cheer you on. You're not going to always have coaches in life, someone to coach you. You basically got to love yourself. You got to value yourself. And when I go all over this nation, I see people. When I look at you, I see myself. And I say that because I'm somebody that come up without a mother. I come up without a father. And I felt like if my mother didn't want me, I felt like my father didn't want me. Who really wanted me in life? So guess what? What was happening is this right here. I was blindly following the youth culture, just like many of you. Blindly following the youth culture. I'm saying that because of this right here. Is that, listen, we know who Lady Gaga is. We know who Lil Wayne is. You know, we know who, and I love Wayne and all of them. We know who Nicki Minaj is. We know who all of them are. But the saddest thing is we don't know who we are. We don't know who we are. When I go all around the nation, I see you walking around with a question mark over your head because you don't know who you are and don't know where you're going. Check this out right here. When I say that, I mean this right here. That question mark over your head, not knowing who you are. If you don't know who you are, you're going to be mistaken for somebody else. If you don't know where you're going, you're going to end up somewhere else. I want to tell you, just like when you jump in a car, it can be the hottest car, whatever car you like. When you jump in the car, it's usually a GPS there. And you got to put in the address so it can take you to the destination. I'm telling you, on the inside, you got a GPS. And when I ask you this right here, what's the address to your future? What's the address to your future? I'm saying that, understand this right here. When I ask you who are you, you'll tell me this right here. You'll tell me your name, but your name help identify who you are, but it do not really define who you really are. I'm telling you there's something greater on the inside of you other than your name. I'm telling you, you're somebody that's full of potential. And nobody knows who you really are. Nobody knows who you really are. But the saddest thing is when you don't even know who you are. I'm saying that because that was me, and I can see it all over the nation. And it don't matter how fly we dress. Let me tell you something. We know the culture. Have 3 stripes. We know it's Adidas. We see the swoop. We know it's Nike. It can be Coach. It can be Hollister. We know all the labels, but we do not know ourselves. And I'm telling you, until you discover yourself, you will walk around empty. You will walk around void. And that was me. I was walking around empty. I was walking around void because I did not know who I was. I felt insecure because I didn't have a mother, didn't have a father, didn't have a brother, didn't have a sister. So that's the reason why, you know, I hit those streets and started running with the drug families and so forth, because I did not know who I was. And I'm telling you, once you discover yourself, you don't have to blindly follow with nobody else. Let me tell you, a lot of the ones that's bullying in here right now, let me tell you why they bullies. Simply because they don't know who they are. Hurt people hurt people. Hurt people hurt people. And they hurt because they're confused, they're angry, they're frustrated, they don't know who they are, and everybody they come in contact with, they hurt somebody else. They inflict that pain upon somebody else. Hurt people hurt people. You got to find out who you really are. No one knows who you really are, even your family. Family comes from the word familiar. People are familiar with you, but they don't know the greatness that's really on the inside of you. I know, listen, we got lawyers in here. We got doctors in here right now. We got people that have really changed neighborhoods in their nation. We got NFL football players in here right now. We got NBA basketball players in here right now. We got genius in here right now, and no one knows who you really are. But I'm telling you, you got to discover yourself, because once you discover yourself, let me tell you something, you will fulfill the passions of your heart. With saying that, I want to say this before I do this song. It reminds me of the one that invented the light bulb. Who was that? Somebody said Thomas Jefferson. Who said that? Now I'm playing with you. Anyway, Thomas Edison, we know that, right? Now understand this right here. Thomas Edison, it took him 2001 tries to invent the light bulb. And somebody very brilliant came to him and they said, oh, but you failed 2,000 times. He said, I never failed once. It was a 2001 step process. And that's the way you got to see life. Realize that you're born choosers and not losers. Realize that you are a winner. You understand what I'm saying? Realize that you can make it. Forget about what everybody else is saying about you. Nobody knows who you really are. You got to discover yourself. You got to keep your dream. Your dream is this right here. When you see your dream and you keep your eyes on your dream, your present situation is temporary. You see past your present situation and you see your dream as your destination. In other words, regardless of all the crazy things that you're going through, your situation is not your destination. Your dream is your destination. Dream is the photograph of your future. Don't let nobody take that away from you. I'm going to leave you with this before I do the song. Remind me of Mary Kay Cosmetics, during the times where it was hard for women to really be, business women. They told her it was impossible, she couldn't do it. And she got inspiration from this right here. Her logo is a bumblebee. You know why it's the bumblebee? It's the bumblebee because the bumblebee, the scientists and the critics says it's impossible for a bumblebee to fly. A bumblebee is not supposed to be flying because the body of the bumblebee is too big and the wings are too thin. So they say scientifically, the critics and the scientists said there's no way that it's actually supposed to be able to fly. But the bumblebee don't know that. The bumblebee been flying since the beginning of time and will continue to fly. And I'm telling you, you got to be like that bumblebee. You got to forget all the haters. You got to forget all the critics, all the people that think they know you, and you got to go ahead and fly to your destination. You understand what I'm saying? Whatever that dream is, you got to go ahead and fly to your destination because you're full of potential. Potential is who you really are, you just don't know it yet. Potential is how far you can go, you just haven't gone there yet. Potential is all you can be, you just haven't become it yet. Potential is all you can do, you just haven't done it yet. I'm telling you, the greatness is on the inside of you. And I'm going to do this song. This song is called I'm Okay. This song is called I'm Okay. Realize you got to be okay with yourself. Nobody knows who you really are. But you got the right to make the right decision in life. Don't let nobody take that away from you. Don't let nobody take it away, man. Get some hand claps like this. Right there, follow that beat right there. Get some hand claps, come on. Realize you clapping for yourself. You ain't clapping for me, man. Yeah, celebrate yourself. Yeah, right. I want you to check out my story real quick. Never mind the shit in my eyes, I'm okay. I was just a younger man, never had a father, man, sister or a brother, so I'm guessing you should understand me. Yeah, mama was too young, she was only 14 when she birthed this little son. Believe it wasn't fun trying to raise a little son, especially when you coming from the bottom of the slum. Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, hanging with the crooks, man. Gotta keep looking, sinking like quicksand. The first time I saw a murder, I was 8, man. And I'm thinking how much more I could take, man. My homie 50 said get rich or die trying, but ain't none of these riches worth dying, no lie. So when they try to pass the weed, tell them I'm okay. The drink, I'm okay. The pills, I'm okay. The drama, I'm okay. Hey, just chunk up your dues and tell them I'm okay. And if you think you can't make it cause the world is getting sicker, I suggest you look at me and take a picture. And if you think you can't make it cause the world is getting sicker, I suggest you look at me and take a picture. Let me get those hand claps, come on. Yeah, that's right, celebrate yourself. Realize right to make the right decision in life. Don't let nobody take that away from you. The greatest thing you can do is discover yourself.